Hello, hello. Welcome back. Gunning to Old Trafford with your host EB and Shady. And as you can see, I got a massive smile on my face because today we're honored to be in the presence of an absolute legend, Uncle Ibrahim TAYOB, known as Uncle Sai. Abdul.
Wow, guys, the legend seat is taken by a legend today. Uncle Ibrahim, all legends, please, you gotta have a gum. You gotta have a gum. It's tradition, you gotta have a gum.
Fine. No.
Okay, as you guys know, Ibi doesn't eat, so I'll have two. Okay, brilliant stuff, guys. Wow, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, hit that bell notification. We're rocking and rolling. And by the fans, for the fans. And like Ibrahim said, Uncle Ibrahim, aka TAYOB, and aka Ibrahim. Say fans, TAYOB.
Nice.
Uncle Ibrahim, it is a pleasure to have you here. I'm going to hand it over to Ibrahim. And yeah, take us in. Let's enjoy this, man.
So, Uncle Ibrahim, you know, this is called the hot seat, the middle seat. But when we have legends like you here, we call it the cool seat. Because you are coolness personified. Uncle Ibrahim, as a football fan, you know, us, our generation, we all, you know, our generation love the likes of Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City now. But in your days, there were other big teams or teams that were really flying. Tell us who you support, Uncle Ibrahim.
My team and one and only team was Leeds United.
Leeds United Football Club. A big rivalry between Manchester United and Leeds.
And you know, before you go any further, we are one of the teams that won the first division and got promoted and won the league in the same year. The Premier League.
Wow. So back to back. Promotion and then
winning the league as well.
That's amazing.
That was fantastic.
Ellen Road, man.
A real historic ground. And also, I know the rivalry between Manchester United and Leeds, but some fantastic players have come through Leeds.
Yes.
And we'll touch on that a bit. But Uncle Ibrahim, what made you fall in love with Leeds?
Man, you know, in my family, amongst my friends, there were a lot of United supporters, a lot of Arsenal supporters, a lot of City. Name all the Premier League teams, Everton, the whole toot.
Yeah.
But you're not going to believe in Roshni, we were only 4 Leeds United supporters.
Wow.
Myself.
Yeah.
Then we had Faisal Kassam, who was known as Bowser.
Yeah.
And then late Amin Luna.
Yes.
And late Maksud Saleh.
So
we are just left now. The two of us are left.
The two Mohicans.
And if you guys don't know, Uncle Bowser is none other than Abdul's uncle, father's brother. So some good, history.
Legendary stuff.
Plus, if you guys don't know, Uncle Ibrahim, there's no contention in your house because your two sons, big Liverpool fans.
Whoa. The only time when there's tension, when they're playing Leeds United.
I think that is smooth
sailing. And besides that, my second team is Real Madrid.
The Galactic.
So you must know the 5-star performance.
It hurt them.
Hurt them terribly. As well as all my mates in our football team, Vereniging Always as well. So, and you must remember one thing, the first time we beat them was in last year's final.
Yes, 100%.
And I was warned that be careful, this time we are going to give you guys a hiding. I said, fine, no problem. We will do the talking. And when Liverpool scored first, my first reaction to the guys, ladies first. And after the second half, when the score was 2-2, I think the floodgates opened up.
And how also?
And how also we put up a 5-star performance.
100%.
And the next day, we were all greeting the guys only with 5 fingers.
I love it. So you see, Liverpool fans, it's not only me, but even Uncle Ibrahim. I think it's all Ibrahims that going hard on Liverpool.
100%.
I didn't fight it. I got your guys back. These Ibrahims here don't want to do anything. But listen, I got something for you guys. My favorite Leeds player. Are you ready for this? Mark Viduka.
Remember Mark
Viduka? Yes.
You know, I was watching
Australian player.
I was watching his stats, man.
Yes.
So he hit about 250 over 250 appearances for Leeds.
Yes.
Fantastic player. There were 2 Aussies there, Mark Viduka and
Harry Kewell. Another top striker.
Also went to Liverpool.
Yes.
Went to Liverpool.
Yes.
But Uncle Ibrahim, what we're going to do, and while Ibrahim is doing this, and I think this is a good set way to bring it in. And we are down under at the moment. Our Prince of South Africa, Lucas, as they say, Rederby.
Yes,
How was
yes.
your I mean, this guy, I believe, set Ellen Road alive.
I like, honestly, he did. And eventually, they even made him the captain of the team.
Yes.
And deserve it.
He deserved to be the captain of the team, and he carried the team forward.
He's got a Lucas Radebe stand, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
in South Africa.
In South Africa,
Yes,
am I right?
yes.
Just
Yes,
to honor
yes.
him
Yes,
and
yes.
what he's done for the for
Local.
Leeds United,
Yes.
local and
Yeah.
Europe.
Yes, yes.
I'll never forget, there was a game, and I stand to be correct, maybe Uncle Ibrahim, you can remind me, where Leeds United got a red card. I mean, the goalkeeper got a red card, and he was the one that
took the
keeper's
keepers.
thing, and he was brave enough to do that.
Yes, yes.
So what a player, man.
And I
also-
don't know how proud was it as a South African to see a fellow South African
Oh.
take charge of your team and become the captain of the team.
It was something, you can't describe the feeling, what it was. I mean, and you won't believe it. In fact, once, late master gave me a haircut.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize he gave me Lucas Radebe hairstyle.
He loved it.
So when I came around, the guys asked me, boss, are you Lucas Radebe now? I said, no, why? They said, look at your hairstyle.
Hey, Uncle Master.
Hey, Uncle Master, but hey, may his soul rest in peace. What a man, man. What a man.
yes.
Brilliant.
Uncle Ibrahim, fantastic to hear about Leeds and Lucas Radebe. But obviously, there's a bit of a rivalry between Manchester United and Leeds, right? And a certain player that came across from Leeds to Manchester United galvanized and changed the trajectory of Manchester United at a particular
It
point.
was definitely.
Eric Cantona.
Eric Cantona.
And the way the signing happened was your chairman phoned Alex Ferguson to actually buy a Manchester United player.
Yes.
And Ferguson said, instead of buying our player, why don't you sell us Cantona? And the rest is history. What was your feeling at that time for a player like Cantona to be sold?
At that time, we were still in our glories winning the league. And I told my guys that support United, I said, look, it was time now. We felt we had to give you somebody to help you to play in the Premier League. And to get you a player that can score goals.
Yeah.
And eventually, he proved himself at Manchester United. And unfortunately, he was very temperamental and that karate kick.
Yeah, but he said, if the only thing he didn't do right was he didn't kick the guy hard enough.
Okay, Cantona, man.
But he's not the only one.
Oh, and then you had
Rio Ferdinand.
Another top player. They came into United defense, and the years that Ferguson was there, they did the job for United.
100%. And I think today, Ferdinand is considered one of the best, if not the best, defender, centre-back to play in the Premier League.
Yes, 100%.
The numbers, the titles.
I'm sure the only supporters that don't agree with you is Liverpool.
100%. Because they're going to say it's Van Dijk, right?
Yes.
We know it.
Yes,
Adil and Fadil, your father got you under the bus today.
Under the bus. No kidding. Let's even, Uncle Ibrahim, one moment. One more, just for Adil and Fadil, man. Bye-bye. You scousers, if you want to
You scousers.
man. Enjoy. But we love you guys, man. So yeah, Uncle Ibrahim, that is absolutely amazing.
Before we jump on, there was one player, Uncle Ibrahim, if you would remember him, Alan Smith.
Yes, Alan Smith.
He came across to United.
Yes.
Also scored some amazing goals for us, but was injured in a game against Liverpool.
And
when
then-
Risa kicked the ball,
Yes,
broke
and
his leg in a
after
few
that-
places.
And a hard boy, man.
It was very hard, and after that,
The decline.
he declined.
And he was a through and
went
through
on the
Leeds boy. Grew up in
Yes,
Leeds,
yes,
played
yes.
for Leeds. So it was surprising that he made the switch to Manchester United.
Look, I'll be very honest with you. At that time, once the good players were sold, you could see we didn't have, possibly there was no money. And the team started going down because our main players from the team that were there were gone and making other teams famous.
100%.
Wow,
100%.
amazing.
Do you remember that year they made it to the Champions League semi-final?
Yes.
Leeds United.
Yes.
You know, and Uncle Ibrahim, just take the fans through. I mean, you guys had a heavy decline. And you guys were out of the
For
league for
16 years. 16 years. We were
Step
out.
in.
And believe it or not, my original Leeds top, I had it with me. And eventually now when the new kid came in, a friend of mine who's late now, I know you know him, Feroz, used to work for SHADYs.
Uncle Firo, yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
yeah,
was a runner. Hey, what a great man. Allah bless him.
Auntie Yaya.
Yeah. Brilliant man.
Great
inshallah.
man. Wow.
He told me, give me your skipper and I'll sort it out for you.
Yeah.
And he sorted it out for me. He gave me the new logo
Beautiful.
and everything.
Beautiful.
And I won't forget this man. I always remember him in my duas. Inshallah.
Look at it, yeah. So, just a quick one, Uncle Ibrahim. So, 16 years decline. Step in Marcelo Bielsa.
Yes.
What a tactician. What a football brain. You know, the first season you guys came back, the sexiness, the way you guys were moving at ball was outstanding.
That was outstanding.
Let's be honest.
Outstanding.
They played some tremendous
Tremendous
football.
game. Yes.
And you know what? Marcelo Bielsa is what a manager. Do you know, me and Ibrahim were laughing the other day. He could almost get the Everton job, but you know what he chose to do? Coach the Everton under 15 and 17 boys.
You wanted the youth.
He wanted the youth.
You know, look, he was good. He was good. But I suppose, you know, there comes a time in your life when you as a coach also say, look, this is my end here. I cannot go further than what I've done here. I've did my job and it's time to move on now.
Amen. 100%.
And it's good to understand it before the decline starts.
Yes.
And recently you guys just got your new coach in.
Yeah,
You know, it's been a-
and look, luckily we won over the weekend, so we swapped places with Everton. And to my buddies that are the Everton supporters, I said to specially send them a photo to say, look guys, now we replace you guys. You guys are one below us in the relegation. In the relegation zone.
So you're rooting for Arsenal in the week when they play Everton to widen
Look,
the gap a bit.
definitely.
Uncle Ibrahim.
Definitely.
Uncle Ibrahim.
Look, presently this season, Arsenal is playing fantastic football.
Yes.
Look, they had their little hiccups, but I think although City is trying to challenge, but I think it will be the year of Arsenal this season.
And you heard it here, guys. Written in the stars.
Look, I do not support Arsenal.
Yeah,
but
of course.
What you as a man that's as a football lover and as a neutral supporter of soccer, for me, it is Arsenal's league, definitely.
Well, and you know, Uncle Ibrahim, what we tell all the fans that, you know, and I'm so happy you here, Ibi. And Uncle Ibrahim has shared those same sentiments that football is about love and respect.
No, it is.
You know, I mean, how many of friends we've made? How many of friends you made?
No, look, I'm telling you, it's unreal. You won't believe it. We have now what you call a friendship tour. It's 1 year in Durban, 1 year in Azadville, 1 year in Roshni. All ex-pro players from the days of Federation are carrying this flag, and every year wherever we go to either Azadville, Durban or Roshni, we are meeting guys that we met after years.
Brilliant.
And you know, it's such a tournament. Sorry. There are no trophies. We play for fun, enjoy, and the biggest thing there is making friends. Friendship.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
And that's what the beautiful game does.
Yes, it does. It does that. It does that.
Okay, Ibrahim, we're going to stop on Leeds now. Because I think we'll get you back to give us your all-time 11.
Yeah, we can't
and we're
wait
doing
for
that
it.
intentionally so we can get you back in the cool seat.
Okay.
Uncle Ibrahim, during the World Cup,
Yes.
you know, it's every boy's dream to go and watch a World Cup.
Yes.
Right? We had the opportunity in South Africa, but you had the opportunity to travel to Qatar to watch the World Cup. You watched 5 games, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yes.
So, Uncle Ibrahim, first off, Qatar was getting a lot of flack in the media for the World Cup. What was your experience overall as a football fan in Qatar?
Look, after watching the World Cup in our country here in South Africa, it was like a dreaming that when will I get a chance to see a World Cup in a different country?
Wow.
And it so happened I was very fortunate that I was there during that time and I had a wonderful opportunity to see the World Cup in Qatar. And, you know, before I even go to the soccer alone, you know, the type of people the Qataris are, honestly, they were beyond friendly. You know, it was like, it's impossible that people can be like how they are there.
That's amazing.
And you won't believe it, at the stadiums and outside the stadiums where people were living across in the streets, they were preparing food for after the game.
Wow.
And if you walk past,
These are things
I'm
we were
not lying
not
to
told.
you, when you walk past, the first thing, If you look to taste, they say, no, the whole plate is for you. You
Oh
carry
my.
on. Next one will take the
Huh?
next plate. Honest,
Beautiful, man.
they were giving dates. And as soon as you land at the airport, as soon as you pass the customs, you come out on the left-hand side, they had a tent. They were giving you the kahwa, the special coffee with dates. And drink as much as you want to while you're standing there, and eat as much as dates as you want. There is no stopping you.
Yes.
Now, initially, we did not know about the transport situation. And when we came to find out about the transport, it was something magic, it was unreal, that we found that the whole nation, the whole country was given free transport for the whole month. In the tubes, in
Wow.
the buses.
Wow,
All right?
outstanding.
Now, you won't believe it, when you get to you wait for the bus, which is written M10, which means metro. You board the bus, you get to the metro, the stewards are there, they have a bus service there, and as well as the tube. You have a choice, either you take the bus or you jump into the tube. All right? Either way, whatever you do, the buses take you right to the stadium, the tube drops you off at the station. It's about 5 minutes or 10, 15 minutes to the stadium. Buses are waiting, about 27 to 30 buses.
Yes.
All right? You jump into the bus, no questions asked, where's your card or this, you got to pay so much, nothing.
Sure.
You
Free of charge.
free
So
of
run
charge.
in, man.
You are in.
Yes.
The only thing is when you come to the ground, all right, they drop you like 2 minutes walk away where you just walk over the hill and you're inside the ground. But if you come with your own transport or you come with a taxi, there's a special parking area, which is like about maybe a kilometer's walk to the ground. All right? But the organization, the way they did it, I'm not lying to you, it was unreal, it was fantastic.
Wow.
The way we as fans that were coming with our tickets, all you had to do, you had the thing that they call is the hire card. It
Hire
looks
card.
like this, yeah. You see? Okay, now it shows you FIFA, yeah, there's it.
Oh, brilliant.
You see the hire card.
Oh, nice.
All
Right.
So everything on the
And
app.
now everything on the
Wow.
app. So when you get there, you show your match ticket, you press match ticket. Or nowadays,
Now
there's
it's gone, obviously.
Oh, now it's obviously, right. So what happens is, once they see your photo, they see you, or they see your ticket, you move. You move, all right?
Yes.
And the beauty part of it all is when you walk out of the stadium, all right, there's 68,000 people, believe it or not. You feel like about 200-300 people walking out and getting back to your bus stop, getting back into the bus, getting back to the station of the tube, take the tube, go on to where your destination is. And the beauty part of it all, because we used to have a 24-hour pass. You know, they were giving you a day pass to come in. Within 24 hours, you must leave the country.
Oh, so you're going in between Dubai and Qatar.
Dubai, yeah,
Oh,
it's 40
okay.
minutes
Okay.
flight.
Okay.
All right. So you leave in the morning after Fijr. You get there. Now when you get there, you gain an hour.
Okay.
So we are very early in the morning there. So what we do is we used to go to this village which was called the Qatari village and Sukul Waqif. Now, believe it or not, there are teams, there are people from all over the world supporting their teams, whether you're a Brazilian, you can be a Qatari team supporter, France, Brazil, everybody in one motion. Everybody
amazing.
together.
Amazing.
There's no such thing as, hey, man, you are this guy, you are that. No swearing, nothing.
Love it.
And then where the finals was taking place, they specially built that area which was called the Boulevard Street. Now there, before the game, from about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, that place is rocking with people coming, supporters, with their banners, people teasing
The
one
atmosphere
another.
must have been electric.
Atmosphere was
Yes,
electrifying.
yes.
I'm telling you, it was more family-orientated type of a World Cup. There wasn't a thing of, if your team loses, it
They're
was
breaking and trunks
drums
and...
You
nothing.
know, Ibrahim, Uncle Ibrahim, you're on a roll now. So, and quickly, I'm just going to... So much of passion. Myself and Ibrahim did, for the World Cup, the stadium tour.
Yes.
And we went through each stadium, and we were, as sitting here, we were in awe. You saw these stadiums.
Oh.
How beautiful were these
Oh,
stadiums?
beautiful, man. And the beauty part of it was all in one city. So, you know, if you're like standing from this side, you can see the heads of the stadiums. You know,
I knew there's something.
You know, it was amazing. And the one stadium that I think was called 99.
947.
947.
No, that's
974.
94.7. 94.7 Highfield Stereo. It's not 94.7.
Right? That stadium, after the World Cup, they were going to bring it down and give it to one of the countries.
All containers.
All
The
containers.
number of containers,
Yes,
600
yes,
for the
yes,
974.
974 containers.
Yes.
And they all went to different countries.
All went to a certain country. And I'm sure those buses that they had, I mean, Qatar don't need so many buses. I'm sure that also is going to be donated.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of them. And the beauty part of it, that all the people from all the different nations that attended the World Cup, they fell in love with Islam.
Oh, yes.
You know, when I visited the Qatari village, there's a small mosque around there. And we found people coming there to learn about Islam and to hear about Islam. They had books in 6 or 7 different languages.
That's amazing.
All right? And as I was coming into the mosque, the one guy came towards me and he said, look, can I teach you about Islam? So I said, look, ya akhi, I'm a Muslim. So I said, mashallah. I said, I'm a Muslim. He said, faddal, carry on. Because he knows now.
Yeah, there's nothing. You need to 100%.
What you call. But when I walked in before I performed my salah, I actually stood on the side to listen to how they were giving the dawah of Islam. And it was amazing, man. And in fact, the record, I don't think has come out yet, but I believe there was between 7 plus minus 7,000 people became Muslims that were non-Muslim. But the thing is, the Western world especially, has seen a different side of Islam and Muslims.
Yep.
Like a lot of English supporters that were there, they said the negativity that they gave us by coming here and what we are seeing is 2 different worlds apart.
And it just talks about the impact of the media
Yes,
and the effect that it has on us.
And also, what was so nice, that they banned alcohol at all the stadiums.
Yeah.
So people were in the right frame of mind to watch
To
a
enjoy the
passionate
football.
game, enjoy the football. And on top of that, just something was coming to my mind now. I went to the liquor side. You take the Moroccan team, all right? Their main aim in this World Cup, every game that they played, before the game starts, they used to sing Free Palestine.
Oh, amazing.
And the day of the semi-final, a day before the semi-final, there was an advert in the paper that the president of France is coming to watch the semi-final.
Sure.
And whoever sees him sitting on whichever side, when you get up and you scream La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
I mean,
Love it.
And you know, the whole stadium was actually shaking with that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes.
And
That's
I'm telling you, it was fantastic. It was something. I don't think that I'll ever go to another country and witness this type of atmosphere. Besides what I seen in our own country, but like this, I don't think we'll ever witness it again.
So if you had to rate the World Cups, Uncle Ibrahim, Qatar or South Africa, we're putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
Look, although you're putting me on the spot, all right, look, for us in South Africa, it was a great honor. And the world did not expect what South Africa could do
100%.
and host the World Cup. All right? In terms of, if you look at on the Qatari side of it, it's been a different World Cup altogether.
100%.
It's South Africa, we had our fair share. We proved the world wrong that we can host what you say we can't
fantastic
host.
tournament.
It was a fantastic tournament. Although we didn't go far into the tournament, but the people that came from overseas, from outside the world, they witnessed and they really were shocked and amazed at what South Africa did.
100%.
Wow,
Brilliant
beautiful
stuff.
stuff. You go
to the
quick
games.
one, the game. Yes, one thing, man. We're all on the same wavelength. Uncle Ibrahim, you know, you dissected it so well. I felt like I was in Qatar.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was
The goosebumps.
The goosebumps. You felt it even. So, Uncle Ibrahim, you said you watched 5 matches. Tell us who you watched and what matches you watched.
Or which one stood out for you?
Yeah.
The one that stood out for me was the semi-final, Morocco-France.
Oh my word.
Then we watched Brazil, and you know, There were games were just flying, I'll be honest with you. You know, we were up and down.
Just flying in, flying out.
Flying in, flying out.
So you watch the Brazilians and the French and the Moroccans.
Yes, and the Moroccans. And watch the England game. The game where England lost. Before
to France.
To France in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Before in the quarterfinal. We watched 2 England games.
I got to do this here. With all you Leeds and Liverpool and Manchester, how was Bukayo Saka, man? Does he float? Does he really float like a butterfly and sting like a bee? Please, Uncle Ibrahim, tell the fans, does this boy float like a butterfly?
No, he does. They might nickname him very soon, Muhammad Ali. And then the other highlight of the World Cup for me was we met some players.
Oh, nice.
All right. The first guy we met was Van Dijk.
Virgil van
No,
Dijk.
but this is where I didn't fight in Jella. You make my heart sore. They make my heart, Virgil van Dijk.
All right, but with him, he said very nicely, look guys, I do not take photographs with anybody.
Okay.
So we respected that.
Yeah.
And he walked away. And the next thing, Rashford pitched up. So we never knew it was Rashford because he was hiding. He didn't want people to see him. So my grandsons, they say, man, this is Rashford. So everybody started jumping there, you know. So we said, Mr. Rashford, he looked up.
Yes.
So we all took a photo with him. Now my small grandson, he read Rashford's book.
Oh.
And it
Brilliant boys, you must meet
Brilliant
them.
book.
And the two
boys,
grandsons,
yeah.
I make brilliant boys.
You won't believe it. He's telling Rashford, you know, Rashford, I read your book. Rashford said, no, thank you very much. And he was giving him one way.
Yeah.
All right. After Rashford left, Henderson pulled him. Each out finished.
Oh, so you're all in like a eating area.
You know, there was a place, you know, this Nusrat guy.
Oh, yeah. Solbay.
Yeah. Solbay.
Oh,
They were by him.
Solbay.
Yeah.
Oh, Solbay did it a World
Yeah.
Cup.
Right? He was there, so he came. And he was very friendly, everything. We spoke to him, we took photos, everything. Now Luke Shaw and somebody else and Rashford, they were inside the restaurants. So my 2 grandsons, especially the small ones got a lot of guts.
Yeah.
I told him, look, please man, let me just go inside quickly. I'll take a photo with Luke Shaw.
So let him go in?
They let him go in.
Ah, man.
Right? And you won't believe it. When he met Luke Shaw, he said, look, I'm very happy to meet you, but I must tell you one thing.
Yeah.
When I meet our coach, I'm going to tell him, Van Bissaka, no?
Wan
Bissaka. He can't make the squad. You better than him. You must play first. I don't know, lie to you. The big one went, I reckon that guy just went mad. He just grabbed the light.
Gave him a hug.
Gave him a heavy hug.
Brilliant,
And in there, they took photos with them.
Lovely.
So they came out.
Yes.
So I told him, look, make a plan for me. So he went, he reckon, look, please, man, one more, to take my grandfather. So he said, no, they're busy drinking, leave them. So the waitress came out. So she's talking about now South African World Cup. So they started singing Waka Waka. So he told him, I know the song. Started singing one and they were dancing. All right? And then he's telling the manager, listen, I need one favor from you. Don't give me your number. I'm going to give you my mommy's number.
Yeah.
All right? Whichever player comes here, you give me a missed call, I'll phone you and I'll come with my mommy and name, but don't worry, I'll sort you out.
Legends, man.
The cherry on the cake was a player from RB Leipzig walked in. All right? So my daughter reckoned, this guy must be a YouTuber or must be a model. The big grandson is looking, he's telling me, Nana, this guy plays for RB Leipzig. I say, yes. You just somebody else. The manager is looking at the guy now, he knows him.
Yeah.
So he's telling like a young man, you are 100% correct. That man plays for RB Leipzig. And he told me, Nana, I'm telling you, this guy had argument with this guy, Brazilian player, what's his name again? Man?
Neymar.
Neymar, yeah. That I will score the penalties. So we called him, spoke to him, took photos. We got home, the lady put this reckon check here.
Yes,
And there's the same conversation.
Yes. Brilliant. So
we loved him.
The players were amazing. You got to see a lot of players. I'm suppose the kids must have been also really excited. But
And we seen a Liverpool game in Dubai.
So
yes,
you
they were
came
there.
back.
They were there.
Yeah,
Yes,
against
they were
AC
there.
Milan.
Correct,
brilliant.
correct. Wasn't Ridwan Suji?
Ridwan Suji was also there.
there.
You know, Uncle Faisal
Yeah,
Suji's
yeah,
son.
yes,
he
yes,
was
yes.
there also. And also a big fan of going to Old Trafford, by the way. Uncle Ibrahim, the atmosphere inside the stadium while the game is on is the last question. I know we don't want to keep you long.
Electric, boss. Electric.
How was it? Morocco, you know, they had the crowd rocking.
You know, Morocco had the crowd rocking. And, you know, they were singing in Arabic. And I'm telling you, they actually, you know, wherever they were sitting, every game of the Moroccan team, it was electrifying on the stadium. Wow.
Oh, brilliant stuff.
Too good. And look at the what you call the celebration. When the, what is his name, Hakim, no? Was it him that brought his mother on the field?
Yeah, Hakimi.
Hakimi. All right? You won't believe it. There were some people from, I'm not sure if it's from UK or wherever. They said it's the first time we have learned in this tournament from the Moroccan team. Is bonding. He says we will look at our heroes sitting on top, we'll jump to them, we'll leave our parents.
Yeah.
And he says what amazes us, these guys winning, and when they lose, they bow down to the Lord and they thank the Lord for it. You see,
And they appreciate their parents,
appreciate
which
their
is
parents.
amazing.
He
And
says-
Emi Martinez said something now. He won the world's best goalkeeper. And they asked him, so who did you look up to growing up? He said, I don't look up to nobody. The only two people I look up to is my mom. For the hours, she put in the hours to take me where I am. And my father. And those are the people we need to appreciate.
Appreciate,
Uncle
yeah,
Ibrahim.
100%. I mean, this was something a lot of teams were shocked. A lot of the Western teams were heavily, and South American teams were really shocked to see that what is family bonding all about.
No, brilliant stuff.
You know, it was too good, man.
Wow, man. Yes, it was absolutely amazing.
Uncle Ibrahim, before we close up, last two questions. Do you think Leeds will survive the drop?
Definitely, without fail. Without fail. And that to all my guys from the VOB group, I'm telling you now, you can keep on putting on the group relegation, but be careful. We are chasing Liverpool's position at the moment.
Oh, well done.
Going in on
Check it.
140,
Uncle Ibrahim,
lovely.
so there's a small light in grade 1, right? So since January, whenever he walks past me, he says, Coach. One day I ask him, what's it? VOB, man. He slandered. You have to show the guys. So he hits it like this. V-O-B. Check him. So everybody, V-O-B.
Love
Check
it.
this light in.
Everybody need to put that
Brilliant
on
stuff.
there.
Too much.
Definitely.
So brilliant stuff. Wow, man.
And then the last one, Uncle Ibrahim, I know you said it earlier. You spoke about Arsenal, but just for Adil and Fadil, Uncle Ibrahim. What do you think of Manchester United?
Look,
Under 10 hours.
look, they playing fantastic ball as well presently. And I think I'm sure the Liverpool supporters, after watching the game against Crystal Palace, they must be looking down. Because it was one of the most terrible games, boring games that Liverpool ever played.
You know what's it? It's old school. Baiza. You remember Baiza? Baiza, man.
Now, I don't know, they always used to say, this coach is coaching Roma, now used to be United's coach, man.
Jose
Mourinho, sparking the bus.
Yeah.
But this season, the only team sparking the bus is Liverpool. It
know,
looks to me that way because they're not interested in winning anything.
You know, we did a segment last week called the Spotlight Session, and we looked at Klopp and the end of an era. Do you think it's the end of the era for Liverpool and Klopp?
No, not for Klopp. He's, you know what happens? Sometimes, look, I also coached, right? I mean, Shady's also coaching. You realize sometimes that either your players are overtired or they're not giving you what you're asking them to do.
So you need to refresh.
I even met Klopp. Met Klopp, yeah.
Yes.
But what a gentleman.
Yeah, no, he seems
what
like
a gentleman.
He seems like a
What
very,
gentleman.
very friendly guy.
And you must notice something. I don't know, maybe it's in my mind that you find when you fire a coach and the next coach comes and immediately the team starts winning.
Yeah,
but we don't realize that the hard work that man put in that's gone is his hard work that's working off and paying
100%.
off. And when that stops, when you now you are having your ideas, you haven't put them in using the ex-coach's ideas. And when that runs out, you don't implement yours, you start dropping it.
100%.
I don't know.
No, it's
No,
right. The
it's
new
right.
manager bounce.
The
We
new
always
manager
go-
bounce.
yeah.
You always catch
And-
the new manager bounce.
And you know the game against us at Enfield
Gee.
against Real Madrid. I don't know. Maybe you guys also watch soccer, everything. I would like to ask you guys one question.
Gee.
What do you think happened to Liverpool in that game?
I feel they were
Just
overrun.
think,
man.
just think of European Cup. What do teams do when they come and play away?
When they play away,
Yes.
you try to
Like
get the
say
goal.
Real Madrid.
Yeah. You
Right.
try to get the goal and you sit back.
No. You always defend and go on a breakaway score and
Correct.
come back.
Counter
But
attack.
here, I'm sure Ancelotti told them, catch them, start full attack. And I think
keep them.
that rattled Liverpool a bit.
Yeah.
Although they scored 2 quick goals.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The one goal, I mean, unfortunately, my goalkeeper gave it away and we got one back the same
one,
way.
the same
But
way.
that is a luck of the game. But I really think what happened in that game, that he must have told the guys, full out attack
out.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
And let's see, either we're going to catch or we might just win the
might
game.
just-
And
it
they
worked
won
in
it
their favor.
convincingly.
Wow.
100%. And Ibrahim, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Wow.
having
It's
you
been
here.
my pleasure. I'm honored you guys called me on your show.
Well, Ibrahim, you were on our list.
Of
man.
course, from the beginning, guys. This was an absolute education, a legend of our town, our small little village. Uncle Ibrahim TAYOB, aka Uncle Ty, aka Ibrahim. Safe hands, TAYOB.
I love it.
How was that, man? Brilliant, man.
Brilliant
Ah,
stuff.
man.
Guys, we're going to get Uncle Ibrahim back.
No, we
Give
have
us
to.
your all
We have to.
11.
We
We'll
have
give
to.
you more time to prepare, Uncle Ibrahim. Jazakallah for, taking our invitation.
No, it was been a pleasure.
Guys, with that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you know when these amazing segments drop. And Uncle Ibrahim, tradition.
Yeah.
Abdullah is going to count us down. On 3, we say to the camera, we are gunning to Old Trafford. You want to join us?
100%.
Okay,
Perfect
you ready,
stuff.
guys?
Yeah.
On 3, 2, 1. We are
Gunning
gunning
to
to
Old
Old
Trafford.
Trafford. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye. On the topic of the World Cup, I would like to thank my sons Fadil and Adil for making it possible for me to see the World Cup. Thank you very much, my sons. Love you guys.